With the nonstop politics on our daily news, it's only appropriate to invite our History and Political Science Club with us. Hi, I'm Jennie Spencer, and this is Brookdale Newsmakers. Today's newsmaker is the Vice President of our History and Political Science Club, John Ozell.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I am great. Now, the first question I'm wondering, I really want to know, do you really discuss the history of World War I in your meetings?
Well, Jenny, I think it's important to understand that in order to have an understanding of politics today, you really have to understand what our history was like. A couple years ago, I'm not sure when, the History and Political Science Club was actually two different clubs. There was a history club and there was a political science club. But because the topic works so well hand in hand, they decided to come together, and that's why we now have the History and Political Science Club.
Great. Now tell me how you got involved personally.
Well, I had a great professor from the history department, from the political science department, by the name of Professor Moshberger. I took him for Intro to American Government. After partaking in a lot of discussions in the class and being real interested in the topic, he invited me to run for an officer position in the History and Political Science Club. And
so you were elected by your peers in the actual club, and now you're vice president.
That's correct.
Great. So how can other students get involved?
The easiest way for other students to get involved is just to show up to one of our meetings. We meet usually bi-weekly in either the Man 108 room or Man 103.
Okay. So if they don't know which room to go to, or maybe they don't know which week it is, they can also call who's the coordinator of this?
The coordinator and one of the advisors for the club is John Moshberger.
Okay. And his extension is 2321, so that's 732-224-2321 on the bottom of our screen right now. Okay, so election. Huge election year.
Oh, yeah.
Great, big news.
Absolutely. History in the making.
That's right. So tell us about what the club did for that.
Okay, so for election night, we had a special presentation. We actually had one of the conference rooms rented out in the Student Life Center, the Navasink rooms, and we had about 60 to 65 people show up for election night. We put the election up on the big screen, had free food, everybody came down, discussed the events that were taking place, and we counted in the Electoral College that night. It was a good time.
And what other events do you do concerning elections?
We have various speakers come in for political topics. The Iraq War, Ryan Morrow, he's actually going to be with us this December, give us an update on the Iraq War. We've had other visiting speakers come in, people who are running for the Senate. This semester we actually had congressional candidates come down and talk with us. We had 6 people from the various districts throughout Monmouth County come and give us their platform so the students can make an educated decision as to who they wanted to vote for. And we've also had different speakers from the faculty and staff come in and talk with us about different careers that are available to students in the History and Political Science Club areas.
Okay, so going back to the election, could you tell me how your group, how many people are in the group actually?
We usually have, in some of the bigger meetings, 15 to 20 people easy.
Okay, and how did they respond? I'm sure you had to have met after the election. What was the response?
Well, there was a lot of excitement in the room. I don't know what else to say, just like there was on college campuses and just about everywhere throughout the United States and the world. Just a lot of excitement, a lot of applause, and of course there were some people who were disappointed, but the majority of the students were very happy with the election results this year.
Great. Well, I'm very happy to have you here today.
Thanks, Jenny.
And thank you so much. This hour's newsmaker has been Vice President of the History and Political Science Club, John Ozell. I'm Jennie Spencer, and this is Brookdale Newsmakers, seen exclusively on Brookdale Television and Brookdale On Demand. For more information, join us online at www.brookdalecc.edu.